On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started.
Whoa.
The ball bounces
This
through
nigga
the end
don't
zone,
want me to
and it will
focus.
be a touchback.
What's that word?
You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
So
This is the kind of game, a top 25
gotta
matchup in the early
up.
season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't
Stay
get
in the
challenged.
rock,
But
man.
when you got an early season
It ain't
challenge
loud
like this,
enough,
all
though.
the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that.
Running back. There he is.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
That was my fault. I should have started
channeling
running
their
that good.
inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike can get a big call in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions.
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes.
You seen him throw the wide.
Like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Kelly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
He called you ass. You got to take it to the crib. He called you ass.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USF.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play.
Yeah, he had
Once he was in the
91.
clear, with his speed, he was gone.
That ball skips through the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Take over at the 25-yard line.
Not this Melvin ball.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense.
Put the black man
After
in.
that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Still running at the 40.
Come here.
Open runway ahead.
I'm good.
Running inside the 20. And he waltzes in for the score.
Okay,
Touchdown, Tigers.
I forgot he on Heisman watch. Oh yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got a lot
We've got a
in.
lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect.
But he's balling without you, bro.
Capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. All tied up and just about set
Got
to
out
kick it
flying
away.
when I told you.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone.
That's been
South
good.
Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the
Oh,
field
they
for
wanted you to
back-to-back
come back,
touchdowns.
coach.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Quarterback, cold.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big
Come
fella.
on.
And he'll step
Out
out
the
of
way.
bounds after a very productive play. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or
Good
proving
block,
your
though,
worth on
man.
this stage. And the
He's
ACC
trying.
loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
Boy,
these
got
kids grow up
nothing
in
but
the
stars
same
on
area. And
defense.
you don't
That's
think the
crazy.
ACC teams hear all the time?
What?
SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason.
That's crazy.
This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the right side. And he'll
Boy,
pick up
so
one.
that
It brings
run
up
shit
2nd
is
and 9.
over with.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
That's fresh.
And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way.
Yeah, he tweaked. He was supposed to bust him.
Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is currently
need to get these top recruits in, Lions.
Come back today. He could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Touch pass on the run.
Change it.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a 6.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice
sir, that's the job.
Have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese. But they are
boys out there ready.
They pick up the first down on the drive. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage,
got some room in it to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Yeah, we trying. That's all we can do.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters.
What?
What does that do to you as a quarterback?
I seen it wide open. I had to get it up out of there. I was tapping on the button before I even.
Vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
My thumb about to fall out. I was trying to press that.
With that first play of the drive, now first down from the 39. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Hell no, ain't nobody on my team going to win Heisman unless it's defense.
First down to start the drive after the break.
That boy, I had to use him for everything. I was sad when he left. Oh,
and they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it.
Ooh.
Escapes trouble. They've got the play bottled up.
Oh, my God.
Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So
that boy got a back kicker too.
And they're able to break on the ball.
It's because he's black.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just
you almost got that.
They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he could not get loose on the run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the
you
offense,
had that
but
shit
I do
on
like
lock.
the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional
Boys out there
ways.
playing defense. These boys got to earn it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little time. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball.
That boy was about to send a house on me, man.
Go for it around midfield. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker.
Listen.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
He did, man.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And this offense is clicking.
Finally got me a line, bro.
Football. I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field.
All I need is a little bit of time, man. Give me a little bit of time.
Scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The completion short of the sticks. It's second down. Brown will throw it.
Throw it. Bruh, oh my.
Able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sack.
How about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good defense.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go.
That's why we have that play on lock. I can't never get that shit off.
Drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
We'll take
great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Man, this shit moving hella fast. This shit crazy. And you at home, the post going stupid. Damn, man, I had to be excited. I was on TV off.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to get something out of this
down a little bit.
Field goal here on fourth down. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle, oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And
come on, man, playing game.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Half a minute to play before halftime as they take over first and 10. He's going to pass. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw.
Yeah, man. He like that.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single
time. I've been had him, though.
Brown wants to pass. They're bringing
throw it away.
There and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw.
Good slap. Good slap.
On 3rd down. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense getting set for 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Ingram. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer.
We got to get right. Let's play this defense.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half.
You went like a bitch.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing on the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Finds his man. It's Ingram. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Damn.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton.
They don't even be letting me click on the linebacker. Damn.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
That's
Ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Shit, hello. They should let you do an eye contact.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
come on, man.
You should go back to
you were supposed to block him.
In this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going with the ground game left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He fires it out to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside.
That was supposed to be a turn.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
Damn, that's how you feel?
Solid pickup on the play.
That's how you, okay. That's how you, okay. Y'all see how he feels. Y'all see what he did to our quarterback. Y'all boys got to turn up for that.
So many big plays. I got to string him out.
Yeah, y'all got to turn up for that. Y'all seen what he did to our quarterback.
And let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
He's looking to throw it. Setting up the screen.
Y'all seen what he did to our quarterback now, right? And you see what he did to our running back. Hey, y'all get y'all. Oh, shit. Fucked our running back up. Defense. Y'all seen what they did? Nah, defense. Turn up. Yo.
He can take care of the rest.
That should have been, hey, that should have been a late hit, too. That's up. Oh, man.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know.
Hold on, y'all. No, y'all. What are y'all doing? Damn, bro.
Touchdown,
What are these niggas doing?
He found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then it shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Kelly. He's brought down solid. Pick up but a little bit short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Bulls have this offense rolling. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed on the outside, it's Smith.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On third down, he drops to throw. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Florida. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Nifty little dance step. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air.
Oh, come on, man.
Instead, it'll be second down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets it out fast. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Spins away from one. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Looking to throw on second down. Wiggles free. That pass is incomplete.
Come on, bruh.
Knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. The sure hands, it's Durham. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
What a great play by the defense. In a critical down late in the game, one possession behind, you needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
LSU 35, South Florida 28.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
He's marked down at the 22. Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision-making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't dink and dunk and win this game. At this point, you've got to take shots.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Fires it. And that incomplete pass.
Oh my, bro, this game is cheap.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. That's reeled in. It's Kelly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Man, you really wanted that 1st down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds him out of the backfield, and the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and
makes the grab. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Well, jet sweep pass. Touchdown, USF! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah, because you need to take shots beyond the sticks so the clock will stop and you can save every second you have.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Second and 10 here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, USA.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, South Florida.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. They think there's room to run to the right here. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, getting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Oh, what a move! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been...
Touchdown, LSU! They jump on top here in OT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
LSU, 42, South Florida.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole where you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Now sliding to his left. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Touchdown!
That's E.
And now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Brown wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
He's tackled at the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down, and don't take a big hit.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Gets rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Livingston. Touchdown Bulls. That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that
Come on, man. We got to eat.
Right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. LSU now operating in the red zone. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Keeps the legs moving. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now you'll have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to. How am I going to find that extra space?
Touchdown, Tigers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now I got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a 2-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.